I'm Minnesota Lobbyist, and I'm here to share some thoughts about last week's election and what we can expect going into the 2023 legislative session. By now, we all know that the predicted red wave never materialized. We also know that the Minnesota DFL scored a trifecta, winning control of the House, Senate, and all of the statewide constitutional offices. This result was pretty much a surprise to everyone, especially Republicans. In the last couple of weeks leading up to the election, Republicans were feeling great. Crime, inflation, and the economy were back on the top of the voter concern charts. Internal Republican polling was predicting that the R's would likely flip the House, increase the majority in the Senate, and have their best shot at capturing a statewide office since Governor Pawlenty won his second term in 2027, which was 15 years ago. Many of you know that I'm fond of comparing election night to the Oscars or the Grammys for political types. For Republicans, last Tuesday was like walking the red carpet as the favorite for Motion Picture of the Year and then watching as every award went to someone else. So what happened? There are a number of factors that played a role in undoing the Republicans' hopes of a red wave. Polling indicated that voters were very concerned about crime and the economy, and polling also indicated that voters tended to trust Republicans more than DFLers to resolve those issues. However, they still didn't vote that way. Clearly, polling underestimated how much the abortion issue and concerns about extremist candidates not only galvanized the DFL base, but also motivated swing voters in the suburbs. In addition, the DFL significantly outraised Republicans and did a good job of painting the Republican candidates as extreme. And they did this early and often. And in some critical areas, including the district that cost the Republicans the majority in the Senate, the Republican primary elections edged out more moderate candidates that might have been more appealing to voters in swing districts. Given that the DFL scored a trifecta, some people are calling this a blue wave election. But I don't think that's accurate. In Minnesota, at least, it was largely a status quo election. Think about it. All of the incumbent congresspeople won, as did all of the incumbent statewide officers. The DFL retained control of the House by the exact same 6-seat margin that they had going into the election. And even the change of control in the Senate was the result of the DFL winning only one more seat than the Republicans. And the DFL won that seat by only 321 votes. But those 321 votes gave the DFL one-party control of state government, something the DFL has only accomplished once since 1992, and that the Republicans have not yet achieved. One-party control, however, does not mean that governing will be easy. Slim majorities are exceedingly hard to manage. This will be especially true in the Senate. With a one-vote margin, the DFL cannot afford to lose a single vote. If one member strays from the party line or even leaves the floor to go to the restroom, the Republicans have a majority. And keeping the DFL caucus members in line when their politics range from declared democratic socialists to moderate suburbanite will be challenging to say the least. That difficulty will only be exacerbated by the fact that there will be 68 new legislators. This means that a third of the legislators will be rookies. In addition, 3 of the 4 legislative caucuses have elected new leaders. In the Senate, the current majority leader, Jeremy Miller, decided not to run for minority leader, and the Senate Republicans elected Mark Johnson from East Grand Forks as their new leader. While most politicos were expecting the Senate DFL to choose their leadership from their progressive ranks, they instead elected centrist Northeast Minneapolis Senator Carrie Dietzick as majority leader. On the House side, Melissa Hortman will remain as Speaker of the House, but the House Republican minority will be led by relative newcomer Lisa Demuth from the St. Cloud area. Demuth takes over from Representative Kurt Doubt, who has led the caucus since 2015. What does all of this mean for the 2023 legislative session? One of the first bills out of the gate will likely be a paid family and medical leave bill. For the past 4 years, the House DFL has passed and Governor Walz has supported a paid family and medical leave bill that would require employers to provide up to 24 weeks of paid leave per year. The DFL proposal would also create a $1 billion state-run insurance company to administer the program. all of which would be funded by an increase in the payroll tax. We can also expect the DFL to push other bills that would erode the private insurance markets, as they have in the past. Only now there is not a Republican-controlled Senate to stop these proposals. These proposals could include a health insurance public option, a state-run long-term care insurance mandate similar to the Washington Cares program, an employer retirement mandate that would require employers who don't offer a retirement plan to join a state-run retirement plan. The DFL will also have a $12 billion surplus to spend or to return to the taxpayers. On the good news front, depending on your point of view, the DFL will likely improve the state's fun factor by legalizing recreational marijuana and possibly sports betting. With Walz's re-election, DOC Commissioner Grace Arnold will likely remain in her post. A DFL-controlled legislature, however, will be more receptive to DOC proposals that are problematic for our industry. An example of such a proposal might be prohibiting companies from using certain underwriting and rating factors such as zip codes or population density. As you can see, there will be a lot going on in 2023, and the Big I will be there to protect you and your clients at every step of the way. But as good as a lobbyist as I like to think I am, our Big I members are our most effective tools in influencing the legislature. So if you are not already, please consider getting involved. You can join the Big I's Legislative Committee, where we develop the association's legislative positions. You can donate to our Political Action Committee. And you can participate in Insurance Day on the Hill, where you get to go to the Capitol and talk to your legislators about our key issues and concerns. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.